All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Paul McMillan II. Welcome to another live New York session. And it is July 19th, 2022. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually check the news. And as we can see, the GPP is going to be the only news that, the only currency that's going to be under some huge impact news this morning. Then it's going to be the USD this afternoon. Looks like everything else is in the clear. So since the USD is going to pretty much be in the clear in the morning time, this is what I typically trade. So we're going to give it a shot on trading gold. As you know, gold is one of my favorites. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the first step, and that is marking up market structure from the 15-minute time frame to the 4-hour time frame. So what I'm going to do is pause this recording and go all the way back to price and mark up market structure in areas where in the past the banks have gathered a lot of liquidity and made big moves. And then we're going to go from there. Be right back. All right, so this is as far back as price goes. So we're going to start marking up institutional support and resistance. And I like to mark up areas where in the past prices gathered a lot of liquidity and then made a big move. So you can kind of see that here. Price got a lot of liquidity here and made an up move to this next area here. The next area I can see is here. And then you got this next area here. Price got a lot of liquidity, went up to this next zone. You can kind of see that here. This is a good area because price hit this area a couple times and then shot all the way down to this lower level. So this was a good level here. And then you got this level up here. So maybe right here. Right. And then I'll mark up this next level and then we'll put our zones in place. So now we're going to put our zones in place here. Change this. There we go. So these are areas where you can see where price is hitting these key areas with these zones. So this is good here. So now we're going to move on to the 30-minute. And so then we're going to mark up this area next. So I want to put a vertical line here. This is going to be the next level zone here. Put it there. Next level there. Probably try to get these next levels here too. Yeah, this might be good. Then maybe just get this one at the top here. Kind of like that. So now we're going to draw the zones here. You know, might not necessarily, yeah, I might not necessarily need that zone. So then I was going to mark this up here. Yeah, let me take this out. Right, so we marked that up. So now we're going to move on to the 1 hour. So it looks like we marked up the 1 hour already. We didn't get these areas here. Change this to red. My red, there it is. So now I'm going to zoom out. Let's see. All right, so now we're going to move on to the 4 hour. And we marked all this up. There's some areas I missed there, but all right, so now this is current price here. So we're going to mark this up as well. So this is the next area. I'll make this purple. Another good area. Then another good area down here. Yeah, that's probably more appropriate. So then we'll mark up this area. All right, now that we marked up all the market structure, so now we're going to move on to the 4 hour time frame. So I see here the price was considered oversold at this point. According to the RSI, it looks like price is starting to go into a bullish motion. We can kind of see that here. So I would roughly conclude that price is starting to go bullish. I see a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the other good stuff. So I want to say that price is bullish at this point. So that's what's going on. Now we're going to switch over to the 1 hour. We can see that price is still going into a bullish motion here. Let me actually do this. There we go. I'm going to move this demand zone down here. So now, let's see here. Yeah, I would say that price is bullish at this point. But if it crosses a certain point down here, then we're bearish. But as a cross there, yes, I'll say we're overall bullish. So now it looks like that on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 30-minute. Yeah, price is bullish. Now it might turn bearish if it crosses this area, but until then we're still bullish. So that's what I'm looking at. So let's move on to the 15-minute. So now price, I would say it's still overall bullish. It hasn't crossed this area yet, this trend line yet. But if it does, then we are bearish. So I'm drawing a trend line here. Probably going to push this all over here. That's what I'm going to do. Now that I did that, the next goal is for me to locate the most recent high and the most recent low. So this is the most recent high. So if price crosses here, then we're still bearish. I mean, we're still bullish. Honestly, now probably would put my break and retest line here. Now, honestly, I probably might put my break and retest for the buy maybe here instead. Because the price buys up and goes all the way up to this zone, then this is going to be a good amount. So I'm going to put my break and retest, say right here. Now, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the institutional indicator. So now I trade institutions. Basically, I trade imbalances. Okay, so we have a couple imbalance gaps here. So when we look at this previous move here, we see that price went up for a buy. It was either London session or Asia session. Price made this up big move. So they made a lot of money off of this move, but they're going to have to mitigate half of this to basically make up for these sell orders that didn't get filled, even though they made a lot of money on these buy orders. So price is either going to come down to this area and mitigate this area, or they're going to buy price all the way up to mitigate this area from what the previous moves in the past created when it comes to these imbalance mitigation gaps. So that's what they're going to do. That's one of the things they're going to do. So with that being said, what I like to do personally is I like to actually make these imbalance areas as take profit zones. So if price sells, then I'm looking to catch at least 250 to 300 points of gold. So 256 is going to be the first take profit here. And then the second take profit is going to be this mitigation zone, which is a total of 363. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. That's for the sell. Now, bring this all the way over here. Now, let's say price buys up because they want to mitigate this area. Then I'm going to be looking for, honestly, I probably give it a little leg room. If it busts past this wick and it starts to gain some momentum kind of up to maybe this point here, a little bit above this X, then I'll probably market execute. So if that's the case, entry here, I want to get at least 250 points worth of NAS. So this is 252. So this will be take profit 1. And then I'll be looking for take profit 2 to go at least up to this mitigation zone here. So that would be a total of 684 points. And that's what I'll be looking for as far as the buy. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually label my take profit zone. So this is 250 plus. So TP1, 250 plus points. This is going to be 359. Plus points. This here is going to be 252 plus. $680 plus points. Right. Now, what was I going to say? And then I want to change these to break and retail. Let's see. This is going to be areas where I do the market execution. And that's going to be the area. So that's what I'm going to do when it comes to that. Now, what I'm going to do is pause this recording and set my alerts, and then we'll move from there. Okay, so we're done with that. So our alerts are set. So now what we're going to do is just turn on a Delorean EMA indicator. Whoops, wrong indicator. So I use this indicator as extra confirmation. It's a very good EA indicator. It's been very consistent. So anytime when the yellow EMA crosses the red EMA, whether it's above the 50 moving average, above or below the 50 moving average, then it usually signifies a strong trend. Kind of like what we saw with this move here. The yellow EMA was above the 50 EMA and across the red EMA, and especially when it crossed the 200 EMA here. Price went up all the way up to this next zone. So if the yellow crosses this here, then that might be a sign that, you know, price is probably ready to go. Now, so that's why I like to use this EMA. Now the New York session hasn't started yet. Let me turn on my volume EMA. Oh, that doesn't work on gold. Okay. For this symbol, gotcha. So the New York session hasn't started yet. We have about 6 minutes. So let me put up my rules. These are my rules when I'm trading Forex and gold. Now I see that price is approaching my entry point, but I don't think price is ready yet. So I need to wait until the New York session starts to see what price is going to do. So more likely I'm going to wait for the 9:30 bell. So we'll see what happens, guys. Be right back. Looks like gold is dropping. And I got a cross. Might wait for the next candle. Let's see, they can start faking out. Let's see. Let me wait for the next candle. Be right back. Well, it's pushing. Let me wait. Let me wait to the next candle, y'all. I went all ahead in for the sell, guys. The price is busting, so why not? Kind of missed my entry, but I didn't expect gold to drop this quickly. Man, it drops. Once I get in the profit, guys, I'll resume this recording. Be right back. All right, my first partial trade is closed. Let me modify and trail my stop loss. 1709. 20. $270 profit. Bam. Gold really drops. So let me go ahead and share my phone screen. Hold on for a second, guys. So as you can see, made another $270. This is in my evaluation account for Funded Trading Plus. So let's see. Gold really dropped today. Kind of missed my entry, but it's okay. But I got, that was about 213 points, which equaled $270 profit. I'm gonna make a note of that. 213 points equaled $70. So boom. So that was a good trade. Very good trade. Let me pause this recording and do a few things. Be right back. All right, guys. So I made my money. You saw my results. So I'm going to go ahead and end this session. The 930 bell hasn't started yet, but prices might probably gather some liquidity and then buy back up. Maybe even buy back up to this zone here, medicate that and pull back and then come down again. So, but I made my money. So that's it for this session. See you in the next one.